Hi again, everyone. This video is sponsored by contribution from Nisha, and here is her story. Hello, I love your work. It has given me some much needed inner peace as well as strength. I am so thankful for your help. I now know that I come from a narcissistic father, which in turn makes me codependent. I would like to give you a little background from my early childhood. I am the youngest child. My father and mother have myself, my older brother, and my father has a daughter who is 6 years older than myself. She has her own mother, so she would come over and visit growing up. I was always given the short end of the stick. When I was going to school, my parents would give me $10 a week for me to get lunch or get the bus, which if I decided to get lunch, would have to walk 5 miles to school. While they gave my brother a truck to get to and from his private school, and he didn't have to give me a ride because that was the way out. So I was forced to make this decision years while I was in public school. I was a straight A student and I was very athletic, but my parents never acknowledged anything I did. I remember asking my parents if they could come to my games, so my dad came to one. When he did, he put me down and told me how stupid I looked and that I couldn't play and I wasted his time. Sad to say, they went to every game that my brother had and supported him every step of the way while he got D's and F's. As if as I hit ninth grade summer school, I was told that I had to choose to go to summer school, and I didn't have to, so they refused to give me weekly money to get there. So I asked if I could go with my half sister to make some money for school. She sold newspapers. I was told no, I didn't need nothing. So I went anyways. So I was cursed out and taken to a psychiatrist, which the psychiatrist told them that I was perfectly fine but was suffering from neglect and needed attention. So he told my mom, you don't have to spend money just once a week. Just go out together and window shop or do this and that. A year or two passed without her even making an effort to do what she was told. So I wrote her a very heartfelt letter and asked her if we could. So she busted into my room and tells me, I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. I then said, why did you say you would? So she says, because it sounded good. To say the least, that was the turning point in my life. Wrong mistake after the wrong man. Fast forward to now. I've been in a relationship with my current husband for 6 years. He was so smart and so different from my ex-husband, which was a thug in and out of jail and abusive. So I was happy to see that he was the total opposite. He was we were high school friends. So we went to meet up as adults. We hit it off and began dating. But this was short and sweet because we were friends and I had seen that he still had feelings for his baby's mother. So they did end up getting back together. Well, 6 months later, their relationship ends again. So a year after that, we ended up starting off where we left off. Of course, he was the great father and she was the horrible mother. Well, we got together and he left his job. I now I now know because they wanted a copy of his high school diploma and he never graduated, which he told me he lost his job because I got him there late. Blaming you. Well, fast forward to the meat and potatoes. We had been dating for about 4 months and he's still not picked up a job. So I was the only one with an income. He's soft pimping you. This is a soft pimp. I'm going to explain. I was told to give him $5 for him to go get weed. I told him no. I needed to pay the rent and the bills, so he cursed me out and called me so many bitches and hoes and whatever bad, horrible name you could call a person. So he packed his bags and he left me. I got a call from my ex-boyfriend the next day and I ended up sleeping with him in hopes of getting over this asshole. Well, to say the least, he came back and questioned all the little kids in the apartment complex, and they told him about a man coming over. So I told him the truth about this, and I told him I didn't want to be with either one of them. So of course he begged and pleaded and told me how frustrated he was because his mom was threatening a heart attack. So I forgave him. This is what I suspected, Tanisha. Okay? This is what I suspected. You are dealing with a soft pimp mama's boy. Okay? And you're susceptible to this because of neglect of your own family. And, the psychiatrist actually telling your mother you need attention, you need love. So you're always going to be susceptible for these love demons, these soft pimp love demons. Now you got to understand there's audio with this too. Okay? And I can basically know what I'm going to hear here when I get to this audio. I know what I'm going to hear here. I'm going to hear a man, okay? I'm going to hear his mother yelling at you through his voice is what I'm going to hear. I know it. I know what I'm getting into here already. You got to understand something, Tanisha. You're not dealing with him. You're dealing with his mother in a man's body. That's who he is. That's what he is. I'll explain to you a little later as I get further into this. So I forgave him. Only a couple months later to burn down the apartment because he was high and had the munchies and turned on grease and went outside and forgot about the grease. And I don't mean to laugh about this, but this is what these soft pimps, couch commandos do. So to say the least, I was wrong for being upset. So I left him, but only to find out I was pregnant. Surprise. So we end up getting back together. While I was pregnant, we argued, broke up, got back together so many times it was crazy. But all the while I find numbers of condoms or whatever else, but we were living separate until I found us a new place because like I said, he burned down the apartment and they wouldn't renew the lease. All right, Tanisha, right here. Right here. Or, I'm sorry, not Tanisha, Nisha. I'm sorry, Nisha, right here. He got you pregnant, but he's using condoms to bang every other piece of ratchet fucking hoe he can bring into that place, right? Right? So what does that tell you, Nisha? He was laying his hooks into you. He was setting up base, okay, so he can be a friggin' couch commando, Call of Duty colonel. Well, I did get a new home, and he made it party central every day of the week. So when I protested that it was not okay, it would only end up being me. It would only end in me being the wrong party. So I started going to nursing school to make ends meet and said he didn't want our baby to be in daycare. So he would be a stay-at-home dad. Oh my God, this fucking soft pimp motherfucker. Dude, I'm sorry, Nisha. You got soft pimped. You got soft pimped. Fine by me if he did stay home and did things which he didn't. All he would do is feed the baby and change her diapers. Never bathed her, dressed her, took her on walks, etc. And the house looked like shit because he would start to clean and take everything out and then in the middle stop and play the game and nothing else would be done. Play the game. There it is. Video games. Call of Duty Colonel, right? A Call of Duty colonel, a couch commando. That's what you're dealing with. Set you up to soft pinch you later, hooking with your kid. He didn't bag it. He didn't bag it with you, but he did with these other hoes, right? I wonder why. And if I came home and complained, I would be ungrateful and an asshole because all he's done that I can't see. Or he'd blame the older kids, which were at school the same hours I was to have messed up before I got home. Shaking my head. Okay, I don't see how if we leave at the same time and get back at the same time, that could be possible. I always had suspicions of him cheating, but I never had any concrete evidence. So he would always say that I was the cheating bitch and he was the angel. We were renting we were renting to own the house we were in, and the company that we went through ended up going bankrupt and we lost the house. So we ended up back apart. Myself and the kids went to my parents' house and he went to his cousin's house. As I was graduating from nursing school, he told me it was all because of him. But I began to work. As I got a nurse, I got into a horrible accident. I was walking across a ramp and the ramp broke and my leg was shattered. I had to beg and plead for him to take me to the hospital. He said he had been chilling with his boys and he didn't want to leave because he only gets to do this once a week. Oh, did I mention that I paid cash for a truck, so I gave him my old car? There's the other one. He had a way, so he had a way to get to me. So I had to drive with a broken leg and drop my kids off, then drive to where he was to get to see the severity in the matter for him to leave and take me to the hospital. Well, I ended up having to stay in the hospital for over a month, all the while begging him to come see me and bring the kids to come see me. He came out he came out that month 6 times, and I think that's adding more than it really was. When I got out of the hospital, I went back to my parents' house. Oh, here's my question, Nisha. And this shows how, I mean, I understand you're staying at your parents' house at this point, but why weren't your parents taking you to the hospital? I mean, you are so alone in life. It's scary. It's scary. You probably didn't even think to call your parents because they abandoned you too. They abandoned you as well. A week later, his sister asked him if he could travel to his different state to help her with painting her home that she just rented. So he left me not being able to drive, having nursing care 4 times a week to change my wound vacuum and clean out my pin sites. Yeah, it was horrible. So I decided to sue the company who had the ramp installed. Well, okay, right there. When I said you arguing with his mother, you're dealing with his mother and his voice. Okay? What I am telling you is basically is a woman in a man's body. Okay? Who does he go running to? His sister. His sister, who probably also treats him the same way his mother does. A bitch made pussy. A bitch made pussy. That's what he is. You are nothing more than his funding for his Call of Duty commando ship. He was in Arizona. Somehow Google felt my pain and felt that I needed to know that he was up to what he was up to somehow. All of his texts, emails, and pictures came to my computer, and to say the least, he was cheating, sending dick flicks, receiving pussy shots, full body shots, everything. And he was having a full relationship with a younger woman in the same town I was in. The reason that happened is he probably logged in on his Google account from your computer and synced up his phone. And what that does, syncs it to the cloud, it'll attach it to everything. So every picture will be out there. The idiot. To say the least, I was done. So I began to heal and get myself as my children, as well as my children back on the right track as much as I could with a severely broken leg. All the while, he was telling me how sorry he was and whatever else he could say to try to get me back. I stopped answering, so when he came back to California, I was still on no contact. But of course, we have a child together, so he began calling my parents and telling them that he was fine for not being with me, but he just wanted his daughter and popping up at my parents' house, yelling about how he was forced to forgive him, and I'm wrong not to forgive him for a mistake. Well, I wasn't hearing none of that. I moved on and ended up with an older gentleman who was great, but he has pushed the issue of having sex with him after a month and was pushy about giving him some, so that didn't work out. But he, my husband, has seen us in public one day, and so when I broke up with the other gentleman. I feel right back with my husband. So yes, he did step up and he did change. He got a job. He waited on me hand and foot because my leg was broken with bars sticking out and I was totally dependent of others. I wonder how long this job lasts. I wonder when your leg heals if you're still going to have a job, Nisha. So when my sweet comes through, he quits his job and tells me he was fired, which was, but let me explain. Okay. So when my sweet comes through, he quits his job, but tells me he was fired, but let me explain. He couldn't be late or miss any more days of work, so he did both and they gave him another chance, and so he continued to come in late. They had no choice but to fire him. So then I told him, yes, I will buy you a truck. But when the money came, I bought it, he told me to wait because he wasn't sure if it was the truck he wanted. So he talked me into going into this used car business, which he says fixes cars so he would be able to buy them cheap and he could do the work and then sell them for way more. Sounds good, right? LOL, wrong. I took $15K out of the bank and handed him $10K, and I spent $5K, in which I used $3,800 of what I had on a nice BMW 745 2005, and he buys a 2002 Benz E4 E430 for $1,500, which left him $8,500. I never asked for that back. I let him send that how he chose to, which he bought another truck, which totals 3 used cars for this project, which was supposed to make us so much money. Well, he had no clue what he was doing, and the profit margins were so small that any money spent wouldn't be worth it. But I did get help and got the cars fixed for him, to only turn to tell me that they're his and I needed to get them registered, which wasn't part of the plan if they were for sale. But I had no choice after 3 months and 4 parking tickets later. So I said, I'm not going to continue to be stupid. So I better do what I need to and set a foundation for our family. So I bought a house cash and in 2017 a 2017 Benz for myself. I felt after all that I deserved the car. You do realize he only got a job because you were getting a settlement money, right? Because you fell. He's just planting his hooks in deeper into you. To say the least, he ran through that $8,500, bought another $3,300 BMW truck bucket that needed tons of work, and he spent the rest on everything else but the work that needed to be done on the car. Oh, and he gave his other child $120. Well, now that I spent the money on all the important things and furnished the home, I'm the selfish bitch because I'm riding around in style and he's in a bucket, and I never bought him the truck, and I said I was going to buy him. Well, in between all this, I got pregnant again, and somehow I had an IUD, which is a 10-year. In between all this, I got pregnant again. How? Because I don't know how, because I had an IUD, which is a 10-year birth control implant. Well, when we moved into our new home 4 weeks later, I gave birth to his junior. Well, he was premature, weighing 4 pounds, 4 ounces, so he had to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks. When I came home from the hospital, the house looked like a hurricane hit it. I almost forgot to mention that he invited his brother-in-law and his family, his baby mother and her 4 kids, to live with us. You are nothing more. Okay, than a base for his own family. That's it. That's it. When I order our furniture online, everything came in pieces. So the week that I have to have the baby, the kitchen table and the 8 chairs needed to be put together, and the crib and the 4 dressers. When I came home, he started a little bit of each one but didn't finish. While doing that, he put the puppy in our bathroom and left the cabinets under the sink open. The puppy had a field day and it was in disarray with poop and urine everywhere. I made a small suggestion. I said, pick up everything and close everything before you put the puppy in the bathroom. And whoa, he flipped. He told me how ungrateful I was, how unappreciative I was, and I treated him like a piece of shit because he was trying. Mind you, I said nothing about how tossed the house was. Well into this argument, I was not on any birth control, which was scary for me to have sex with him. So I was at the clinic and I picked up some free condoms and a nice handful. Well, I happened to leave one behind in my car by mistake, which he brought to my attention, so I paid no mind and just left it there. Well, Friday he asked to use my car to go to the library, which I hate him using because he's so rough on things and he doesn't drive it like a 2017 Benz. I don't know if I'm being mean or something, but I don't like the way he is with it. He is with it, or any car for that matter. But when he's got back, he says, So where's that condom that was in your car? So of course I have never been with anyone else since my ex in the beginning of the relationship. So when I told him I have no idea where it was, that wasn't good enough. And so he blew me up, called me a bag of bitches, and told me how wrong I am for asking him to clean up after himself and not ask the kids to clean up after themselves. And this is where we get the recordings. Thank you for listening. And she sent me the pictures of her leg, which are absolutely horrendous, onto the recordings. And these are a bunch of 1-minute clips, so I'll try to get through these as quick as possible. This is the educated one? You said the other one was a thug in and out of jail. What in the hell is this? What is this? This is a wannabe. This is another wannabe.
Nothing, nigga. But why? Because I'm doing it. Motherfucker, what the fuck do you do to discipline your own fucking kids? Nothing. You do nothing, nigga, all day, every fucking day. I look like the bad guy because your motherfucking ass don't want to discipline.
Remember how I said I was going to hear a man yelling at you in his mother's voice? Okay? The way he's ranting at you, going nigga, 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 where do you think he picked that shit up from? Who do you think in his life yells at people like that? His mom and his sister, maybe? You think? You're not dealing with the man. You're dealing with a woman in a man's body. Then these type of men turn into soft pimp little bitches. Soft pimp little bitches. He is a soft pimp. He is soft pimping you. He's only good to you. He only does things when he wants to secure his place with you. Period. Period.
I got fucking kids. And if you don't want to fuck.
You know, there's another one. I got to do this too. I can't, this chick. All right, from here on in, Nisha, don't even refer to him. He is a woman. That is a she. All right. You see how emotional she is? You see this, Nisha? Who else argues like that? I guarantee you this guy had no father in his life, right? Or his mother steamrolled him. This is your educated guy? You are so in need of love, Nisha. You are so in need of acceptance because of the rejection of your own parents. And it's a real shame because if they had the money and they had the ability to send you to private school and educate you, and it's really sad. But I can tell you what happened with your family. They're obsessed with sports, and that happens a lot. Okay, the athletes, the only thing they fucking give a shit about, and they end up ignoring their daughters a lot of the times. And that's why you're in this position with this Call of Duty Colonel chick sitting on your couch, soft pimping you. That's what she's doing. She is soft pimping you. This is not how a man debates or argues. This is how women fight with each other. I guarantee you, the pitch, the tone, the inflection, all of it. You will hear these same words, these same motions out of his mother's and his sister's mouth that he had to go run to paint her house. Didn't he? You have to realize, Nisha, what you are married to. That ain't a man. That's a woman in a man's body. That's a soft pimp bitch.
Listen to me, nigga, when it comes to motherfucking raising my motherfucking children, nigga, I can't do shit about that. You can do what the fuck you want to do. Why the fuck I'm tired, nigga? Because you don't listen to me. You don't appreciate shit about me. But they tell me, oh, I love you. Fuck you and your lying ass love, nigga. You don't give a fuck about me, nigga. The only reason I'm there is because I'm a fucking father to your fucking child, nigga. I don't even think it's any other reason.
The only reason you're there, lady, is because she's funding your whole operation. That's why you're there. That's why the only time you go and get a job, okay, is when you're on the outs. I wonder if she had just left you, okay, and wasn't going to get some suing for an injury like that, for a horrific injury, if you ever would have gotten a job. Hell no. You just waiting for your paycheck, bitch. You just waiting for your new Xbox.
You don't care about me. You don't give a fuck, nigga. Let me keep on.
Here's a packet bag for going on a guilt trip.
You think if I had $500,000, my baby mama will be driving around in a motherfucker?
There it is, Nisha. That's all he cares about. That's all she cares about is the money. All this bitch, all you are, Nisha, is an ATM to this chick. That's all you are to her, is an ATM.
You would have a car, at least a reliable motherfucking vehicle that would fucking be able to get you from point A to point B. Let me see, $400,000.
Go buy one, bitch. Go get a job and get your own fucking car. You can fucking blow load and make babies, but you can't get yourself a fucking car, honey? The fuck out of here, you little bitch boy. Go cry that shit to mommy and your sister. Go have your mommy and your sister go buy you a car.
$400,000, you got everything that you wanted. You got your motherfucking house. $1,000 goddamn ring. Nigga, I got a ring. Yeah. I got beer, liver cancer, cigarette, you know what I'm saying? You supply with all that. But what the one fucking thing I asked for, the one fucking thing, a fucking car, a truck, not just a car, a truck.
Oh, poor baby.
So I can have a business like this.
Poor baby. Go get a job, asshole. Go earn your own fucking keep. You soft pimp bitch. You want to buy him something? Go buy him some adult diapers so she can take a shit in her pants. Fucking child.
And a
money. She can do what she wants with it, can't she? Her money. Why are you entitled to her money? Okay, that you only came sniffing around, okay, once she started suing, right? Right? Right?
On motherfucking weed, on motherfucking food, on motherfucking everything. You bought everybody in the motherfucking house a laptop, a motherfucking tablet, a motherfucking this, a motherfucking that. I'm a computer technician. You didn't give me shit. You didn't give me no electronic part. You didn't give me a
electronics. I understand all my electronics.
You didn't give me nothing.
Nothing.
You got me beat. A few clothes in the beginning. The motherfucker.
The few clothes, did you get them out of the children's section, you little bitch-made pussy bitch?
You let the fucking kids buy me a birthday gift. Your aspiration for me. You love me so much that you ain't even got even the motherfucking
Spit it out.
goal to fucking spend the time yourself and go get me something.
You didn't get me something. You didn't get me nothing.
I would have got only what the fucking kids got. What the kids got. You ain't got enough
The motherfucking kid, they ain't motherfucking kids, asshole. They're children, nigga. Got it? You dumb motherfucker. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. And you wonder why nobody takes you seriously, sweetie. You wonder why nobody takes you seriously, sweetie. Keep spouting your mother's bullshit. Keep spouting it, you pussy. Maybe if you're real nice, your sister will give you your fucking balls back. Maybe. You need some fucking woman to buy you shit. Well, be a fucking man and buy it yourself, you fucking cocksucker.
Give a fuck to fucking the motherfucking. Dude, I don't feel appreciated.
Oh, you don't? Oh no, you don't feel. The princess don't feel appreciated. Oh fuck. Oh no, the princess don't feel appreciated. What would make you feel appreciated? A new fucking game? A new toy? A new child's toy? Is that what's gonna make you feel appreciated? What do you want? You want to go to Toys R Us? You want to go to Toys R Us? No, you should do, Nisha. He doesn't need a wife. This chick don't need a wife. He needs a big brother, big sister. You go call, wherever you are in Cali, you go call big brothers and big sisters, okay? Because this chick needs somebody to play with him, okay? She needs somebody to play with her, spend time with her in the park, give her attention, walk her around fucking Toys R Us, and take her to the fucking park. Wow. Wow. That's what you do. You call big brothers and big sisters right in front of her. Say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get you a friggin' friend. Because obviously the losers you're hanging with ain't cutting it. You need a special friend. You need a special friend. Someone who's going to make you feel like you're special. Put your little princess crown on you and make you feel like you're the princess for the day. Who's the princess? You are. You're the princess for the day.
Appreciate what I am doing. What am I doing? I'm trying to make motherfucking.
You soft pimping. I'm trying. You soft pimping.
That Nisha went and splurged her whole motherfucking shit, which I know you didn't. I know you got that shit tucked in there.
I know. You ain't giving it to me. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I took care of you, is to get that money, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it?
But that tells me how deceitful it.
Man, this chick.
Let me explain to you something. You tell me all the time, hey, you should trust me because I wouldn't do no. I don't know what the fuck you would do, nigga. I know you can fuck a nigga the next day. I know that. I know if I was the leadest motherfucker.
Well, she had 400. Well, sweetie, if she had 400, she got $400,000. She could have a fucking stable of niggas and not even, you would never know about it. She could pay to keep all that shit secret, dumbass motherfucker, and you wouldn't even know about it with that kind of money. You dumbass bitch. All you worried about is the money. I guarantee you, Nisha, if you were giving him money, you could be fucking anybody you want and wouldn't give a fuck. You don't care about who you're fucking, whether it's true or not. This chick just wants your money. It's all it's about is the money. Just probably like that's what it's about with his mother and sister. Give me, do for me, do for me.
Night, nigga. You probably have another nigga here tomorrow. I know that. So you tell me how trustworthy you supposed to be with that in my motherfucking mind and that in my reality, nigga. You tell me. Quick to tell a motherfucker.
What is this chick's value? What is your value, sweetie? What is your value to her? Give me. What do you actually do? Where do you come off with this entitlement, guy? You got nothing to offer.
You know what? Quick to tell a motherfucker all this and tell a motherfucker all that. But you know what? Then you quick to tell me, hey, what if it was you? But I said the same exact motherfucking thing to your ass. I have. You're not answering the question though. You're not answering the question. Look at it in my shoes. Or you can look at it as in your shoes still. You're still pointing.
Oh, wear your shoes.
You're somebody that, all right, whatever. You're saying I'm acting, whatever, dude. Nigga, whatever. Nigga, okay. Whatever. Okay, fuck it. Whatever.
What?
But you're not focusing on
Come
what
on.
the fuck. You're not focusing on what the fuck I dealt with. No, you didn't deal with shit. You didn't deal with a motherfucking thing, nigga. Nothing. But you expect me to deal with everything.
Like I said, I just need a little insight and a little help.
I think that was the last one. These came in really weird. Some of them came in corrupted, so I wish I could play them all. I just can't. But wow. You don't need to hear every one of those audio clips to know what she's dealing with. All right, Nisha. Look. I think we've well established what you're dealing with here. You're being soft pimped by this guy. It's only about the money. It's only going to be about the money, and it'll only ever be about the money. You are not dealing with a man. You're dealing with a woman in a man's body. That voice in those voicemails, that's not a man. You're arguing with his mother and sister. That's what it is. And because of your abandonment issues from childhood and things your family did to you and all that, I would wonder if you're bringing in the type of guy that you think that your father would have been. If any of these guys are like your brother, your golden child brother, who could do no wrong because he was the athlete and all that, I wonder if that's what is happening. You know? Because this guy isn't a smart guy. If to you, this is, as someone who was able to put themselves through nursing school and getting a nursing license and all that, and you went to private school and you're obviously educated, this isn't your level. You are swimming way below your weight. You are fighting way below your weight class. Way below your. If this to you is an educated man, Nisha, okay, you are a lot better than this. A lot better than this. Than some wannabe fucking thug looking for the easy way out, soft pimping his way through life. Screaming and yelling about not getting children's toys. Are you serious? Are you serious? You need to get away from this situation. This will never, ever, ever change. Ever. You need to start respecting yourself. Let this fucking fool sit there calling you nigga and these motherfucking kids this and these motherfucking kids. Those are children. Kids pick that up. All of that gets handed down from one generation to the next. That shit ain't normal. You're better than that. Your kids are better than that. Wow, this chick. This chick. I'm sorry I couldn't get to all the audio. It's a bit corrupted, but I don't need to listen to every one of these to get where this is going. Okay? He's only come around when it's benefited him. And the second he feels that stability, it's right back to Call of Duty Commando, isn't it? Isn't it? Because it's only about the money and the toys and the electronics. We got to buy our own things, man. That's life. That's being a man. I've been trying to upgrade my shit for a year now. That's life. I don't scream at my wife about it. That's not what a man does. Unbelievable. 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 People save up and to do things, and the entitlement of this guy to just demand it. Like a spoiled teenage girl, right? That's what you're dealing with. So, thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you for your story and your audio. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, or you'd like to have a Skype chat, a private video made, or a private phone call, you know what to do with the PayPal and the email links in the description box. If you don't, if you're still unsure, the link to the intro video pops up at the end of this video. Also, like and subscribe to the video, and please click the bell to get notified of all my uploads. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon.